Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Nim here, and I just want to take a quick moment to show you one of the ways that I optimize my builds on my characters in Destiny 2. The two websites that we're going to need for this are D2ArmorPicker by Mihago, I hope I'm saying that correctly, and Destiny Item Manager. With both of these sites, you just need to log into your respective account, and it'll start populating everything for you. We're going to go through a quick overview. So this is character selection. You can select through the characters that you have. This is where the results are going to pop out for you. This is how to change the stats that you want. So if I want 100 mobility real quick, I just click that. Boom, it has populated 100 mobility for me. We'll play with that in a little bit. I always have mod slots available, but if you'd like to limit it, because you know scavengers are really expensive, you can limit the amount of mod slots that the game will use. And in here, we'll do something cheeky with bombardiers here in a little bit. Desired element affinity. I personally like having solar in my affinity. Luckily my bombardiers are. But let's say you aren't using those, you're using some legendaries. It'll populate only legendary or exotic gear that has solar in their boot section because I have selected that. You can do that with any of these mods. Down here I am always using Powerful Friends and Radiant Light on my hunter. I am not using stasis for this build, so I will not select any of these, but if you are, you would select the respective ones. Down here, I assume all things are masterworked because I have a lot of material. If you are someone who does not have a lot of material, you can select these off. Exotic requires 3 Ascendant Shards, so this may be something that you cannot afford right now. You can just click that off. I personally like showing my wasted stats, and they always try to optimize wasted stats. Down here, we have configuration management. Once you get into a build that you really like, this was me playing around for the patch coming up on December 7th, I can go back to it, reload it, and I can keep playing around with it. So a really cool way. You can also import down here. So going back to the top, we have Hunter selected, we have Bombardiers selected. Let's get to building. With Hunter, we have to have 100 mobility. I really like recovery, and you guessed it, we're going to go with as much intellect as we can. The big 3 for Hunters. From here, I cannot select something that is outvalued with the gear that I have. So I can't get a 4th 100. I can't even get a 3rd 100 because it shows it right here. What I can do is, let's say I wanted 60 strength. I could select 60 strength and it provides 3 builds. Now with that prioritization down bottom, it has provided us 23 wasted stats up top, but it has cost us the least amount of mod slot mods. Recovery is more expensive than mobility, resilience, and strength and discipline, while intellect is the most expensive one of all. That being said, we're going to take a look up here. Cinder Pinion Cowl is already masterworked. If something is not masterworked, it will not be underlined, and it'll show you over here it will not be highlighted just like in game. Right here it shows our affinities, so I know I have at least 3 arcs to play with to put in my Radiant Light and my Powerful Friends. And what I need to do is put in 3 major mobility mods and 2 major recovery mods in my character's gear. Once we have the build that we really want and we're happy with it, we're going to copy dim query to clipboard. Once we do that, we're going to move back over to Destiny Item Manager, and it's going to show us this big mess of my vault. Up at the top in the search bar, we are going to paste the ID that it provided us from D2ArmorPicker. Scroll down until we see the items that we have and they are highlighted. I've already preemptively moved them over just to expedite this video, but if they were in your vault or somewhere else, they'd be bright as the sun. Drag them over, equip them to your character for easy management, get back in here, and do what the game says. The game said I needed, the website said I needed to put on Radiant Light, I needed to put on Powerful Friends, and I needed major mobility mods and major recovery mods. From here, it's just about playing around with your build to see what you want to play with. But as you can see, we have 100 mobility, we have 100 recovery, we have 90 intellect, and at least 6 strength. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If this benefited you, a like would be appreciated, but definitely not necessary. I am also new to streaming on Twitch. You can catch me in the same handle description below. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next one.